the ground shake.
Big Joe,
Yo,
we are so excited today. And why are we excited?
because we've imported someone, Dave.
From New York.
From the East Coast to the West.
Oh,
So yeah.
For the first time on GTV ever. Hey, Big Dom,
What's up,
Cardone,
guys?
what's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. You know, like you just came from Brooklyn, New York. My first time here. I was telling Joe, I can't stop looking around because 10 years ago there was a dream for me to come here. You know, here I am, and filming with you nonetheless the first time.
Kids
so.
and a kid in the candy store,
Pretty
man.
much, yeah.
Oh man, we're so glad to have you. This is episode 3 of the almost unfair advantage with Project 80, which is a cool title actually. I have to say. So we're gonna get some training with Brad and everything, but you're actually gonna be eating about 20 minutes before training, which is a bit unusual. That's your ritual?
Yeah, so Joe even was like, that's odd because usually people can't eat, you know, right before training because it may get digestive issues. They say it takes away from their pump, which is true with most people. Like I tell my clients that for me personally, I usually eat 20, 30 minutes right before. And as people have been seeing, as you may see, I've been training with Oscar Arden. So the workouts are very, very intense and I don't like to train hungry. I mean, during prep, it's just going to happen, but right before I need to feel somewhat satisfied. I get better energy, more endurance. I just feel just more, you know, just power overall. If I'm hungry before the workout, I'm just not myself.
All right.
So I eat right before.
What's in that food?
So we
That's
have
good.
we have 8 ounces of ground turkey, and then we have about a cup and a half of mixed rice. So just, you know, we went food shopping last night, cooked the meal right before, and a ton of sea salt. Because I like to really salt my food a lot before.
You get a good pump.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I'll throw in a little bit more avocado just to sustain the meal a little bit more. But I ate a big breakfast not too long ago, so you know, you like to eat right before just so I can feel, you know, 100% through the workout. I like to
All
bang
right,
out.
we're gonna train with Brad, and we're gonna spend the whole entire day together with Joe and Dom. We're gonna take you around Venice since you've never been over here. We're gonna take you to all the hot spot, Firehouse, Muscle Beach, all that stuff. So you're in for a ride, you guys. Stick with us. It's gonna be a good show today. Good to have you, Dom.
I just have to say anything or just.
What are you doing? What is that? So you just ate, and now you actually have your pre-workout ritual. What is that,
So
Dom?
I just ate this before, like I said, 20 to 30 minutes before, usually, or right before. So right here we have nitrites, and we have the amino tour. So a lot of times too is I may add a scoop of Raging Full, but like I said, I ate just right before. I had plenty to eat for breakfast. That's a carb product from AD. So with nitrox too, it's a 6-ring malate. It's full 6 grams. This one is excellent for pumps. I always tell everybody the true test to a nitric oxide product is if you could take it dehydrated or underfed, you still get a pump, it works. So this is solid. And two, you have the amino tour, which is not only the BCAAs, but also essential amino acids plus the L-carnitine tartrate. So both is great. Joe just recently redid the flavoring system and everything as well, so it'll taste good. So these are definitely staples in my program. It always has been for a while.
Awesome.
So.
Boom. Brand new cup.
Brand new, yeah. I have to bring everything for it.
I leave too many of them in my trunk.
Yeah, the nice thing about the pump product is as well, it's got like, we were the first company to put 5 grams of Hydromax in a pump product. So that really exaggerates cellular swelling. It drags all nutrients into the cell. And it's got estrogen in there, which is an ingredient that increases uptake at a cellular level of all essential amino acids and glucose for anywhere between 23 and 46%. So you're getting much more bang for your buck out of the citrulline, and any intra-workout nutrition you've got, it helps deliver that as well. So
I can smell the flavor from here.
yeah.
It's strong, but it's good.
It smells good. It smells like candy.
It is sweet, but it's not too sweet either.
Oh, I like sweet. Are you trying to make it last the whole entire workout, or you just guzzle it?
No, this I'm gonna guzzle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I like to just put it down and sip water or Raging Full
Oh,
water.
okay.
So.
I can't. Yeah. Drink. It tastes so good. I just gotta drink. I was drinking too quick.
Well, that's the thing. Like you can put this down now, and then you can do another scoop of the amino during.
Well,
Which,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
You can add in the Raging Full to it, but this I'm gonna put down right away just because it has a nitrox in it.
Yeah.
How long do you normally train, Dom?
So it really depends. So now, as I may or may not know, I train with Oscar Arden. We've trained on and off for a few years. So If we do arms, it can be 40 minutes to an hour. Legs will usually be about an hour and a half. Same thing with back. Everything else, it could be anywhere between an hour, hour and a half, but we try not to go over an hour just because of the fact of the intensity. I am starting to train heavier now that I'm back in the gym. My joints are good, so it really could vary in the body part, but anything more than an hour and a half is just overkill in my opinion.
Well, today you're training on the newbie with Brad, so you won't be able to do more than 45 minutes. Right, Brad?
Won't last that long, don't worry.
I was just going to say, if even 45 minutes, because he told me we're just doing 6 working sets, and I was like, I was thinking in bed, like, how the hell
I
is
can't
that
wait
gonna
to
work?
hear what you have to say about that newbie, because we've trained tons of champions, including Shawn and Danny and everybody before the Olympia, and they just love it. So I can't wait to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, no, this was one of the Joe said we're going to come out here and do this. I've been excited to try this for a while. And there isn't really anybody in New York who has it. And Brad is the one who basically brought it to the scene. And I got to be honest, when it first came out, I was skeptical on it. But then
it looks goofy, right?
It does. But like I thought it was like a TENS machine, but you don't know until you learn about it.
I know.
Brad explained it, and then you started seeing people results such as Dexter, him, and proof is in the pudding. So,
but I think once you try it for yourself, that's when people tell me they're really convinced, because to watch it and to have someone to talk about it.
But that's the thing too is I could be guilty. I can see something and be like, oh, that ain't no good. But I may not know about it. I may not have tried it. So, like I said, I trust Brad. He's very intelligent. Like I said, results don't lie. So I'm excited to do it.
All right, I'm excited, Brad.
Let's get it. This is already getting wrapped up.
This is a bonus episode. Since Brad is gone with 80 and Project 80 and Newbie, there you go. We get 2 for the price of 1 here.
I just had fun getting people on this and experimenting for the first time, and not only just catching up with Dom. We've been teammates for 4 years. So it's actually funny. This morning, I was looking on my Facebook memories, and it popped up a thing that I shouted you out, Teammate Tuesday from like 3 years ago. So it's just a riot that like today coincides with you coming out here and training.
Tell me, what have some of the feedback you heard from since we started the series with
it's just opened a lot of eyes with everybody.
Are you getting good feedback, positive feedback? Okay, good.
Yeah, staying busy. So
great.
It's been great for the AD brand as well.
Of course.
This series, amazing.
Awesome.
People are starting to get more of a brand awareness. Obviously, the elite of the elite know about the brand. And a lot of top name guys use it. It's just getting a little more of the mainstream people to understand how great this brand really is. So we're opening our eyes to them and seeing the people behind the brand that really what makes it.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm glad to have you back, Brad.
Get it. Set.
Yep. That's just me on tour.
Oh, okay.
So
you already drank the other one?
I put down.
I missed it.
I did 2 scoops of nitrox. I like to do 2 scoops sometimes. 1 scoop would get it done, but sometimes I'll do 2 for a little bit extra.
You're in the Mecca, man. You need to double dose today.
Yeah, no, I really do.
All right, we get there.
Pull this up, right over the head of both, the top of the head of the tricep. Right over so it's just hitting the horseshoe. Yep. Pull it back. Good. Yep.
I'm enjoying it. I have fun with it again.
Exactly. Enjoy the process.
I don't want to put any pressure on myself. I'm doing things way different than I did before. It's my bag.
Right.
So if that goes, that's good. Then it's a fusion. Do you feel this thing working as a fusion?
How high does it go? So, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1, you're feeling it, 10 is the worst pain you can imagine in your life, you want to get to like a 5.
Okay, so I'm at a 5.
Yeah, like 5 on the
And this isn't pain, it just feels weird because the muscle is like...
It's kind of twitching and tensing.
Yeah.
Because what we're sending a signal to the sensory system.
Okay.
So, muscle spindle fibers, Golgi tendon bodies are receiving this signal. So they're kind of like, whoa, what the fuck? And they're kind of contracting and spazzing out.
Yeah, it sounds like they're going crazy.
But it's not forcibly causing a contraction like the typical TENS unit.
Okay.
The TENS unit, you'd be locked up like this.
Yeah.
Whereas, watch me, I can crank this up so high on myself that my arms want to walk, but I can move through it.
Ah, look at that.
Okay. So,
you can want to turn it up more.
So in between sets, we always go to this 5.
Okay.
Because what that's doing is, and at the frequency of 500, it's essentially eliciting 500 contractions per second, which tissue can't keep up with.
Okay.
So it gives up. Tissue can only contract at about a rate of 40 to 70 pulses per second.
Okay.
So at 500, it's like, oh, I can't do anything, so it just gives up. And it literally opens up. So this is what we call our lengthening signal.
Okay.
For therapy and all that stuff. So in between sets, we're opening up the tissue. And then when we train, you'll feel the difference. This is a 40 pulses per second. I'll bring that to 5. That's 5 pulses per second. You feel the significant difference between that
Big difference.
and 500.
Yeah.
So when we train between 40 and 55 pulses per second.
Okay.
And that elicits a much greater muscle fiber improvement while we train. So it's just enhancing the signal that we're already sending to lift to get 95 to 100% muscle
I
fiber.
would imagine this being really good in somebody that has nerve issues.
Extremely.
Because if you're able, you're obviously creating more of a neurological connection. Just just now.
Right.
I feel with my arms.
Right.
You know.
So I've had people with complete nerve damage. They haven't been able to flex or feel a pec or try some whatever it may be. And in a couple exercises, like a couple days later, like, holy shit, all of a sudden so sore. Now, if you're continuing to use this and you have nerve damage someplace, you'll actually regrow new neural pathways. You're speeding up the process when you're sending so much signal, flooding so much signal to the body that you're going to regrow new neural pathways. You're going to increase myelinization. So that means you're going to increase synapse speed. So you're going to get a much better, so as a professional athlete, the faster your synapse speed is, the more reaction time you have. So the thicker that myelin sheath is, the faster the transduction time is of the signal that we're sending. So it's improving all that type of stuff. So it's literally improving your entire nervous system, not just from a muscular standpoint, from Parkinson's, stroke, MS, any type of neurological disease you have.
I didn't even think about that.
Treats all that stuff.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this does everything.
Shit.
So
even just now, I'm just like, I never want to get off this thing. I don't know, it feels weird, but it feels
He's
good.
plugged on it all the time.
people ask me, like, you train without? I'm like, I fucking hate it. I get on train without, I'm like,
I hate to, even just me just sitting here, just flexing my arms. It's like, how do I not want to have, like, train without this?
I feel like you're at about a 7 or 8 on the pain tolerance scale.
Okay.
And then you're going to do your reps set.
Okay, so go down?
Yep, go down, and I'm going to crank you up as you're down.
Okay.
You're going to be able to take more while you're in a flex position.
Gotcha, okay.
And then you tell me when you're good, and then just crank them out.
All right, let's do it.
He's taking a lot. Proud of him.
Look at his size.
It's okay that it's going down my forearm too?
You feel your fingers.
Yeah, I feel my hands.
Your fucking dick will start growing and everything.
I was just thinking, girl, up to this. Let's go on our first date to the gym. Oh my God. Come on.
Yeah,
I'm trying to push it. Okay.
Too much signal. So
Okay.
Let's go high on that.
Okay. Now it's like, let's go. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's better. Can't believe how sweaty. I didn't take no pre-workout or anything. You just eat it. Just the nitrox and amino tour.
I at least gotta match it. I can't lose my own game.
Come on. Come on. Put it back down? Yep. Yep. Going like this?
Yep. Yeah, there you want
A little more. Try a little more. Okay. Okay.
And then you're just gonna
1 foot.
Yep, to balance it out so it's pretty even. There you go. And keep your elbows tight to your body. You're gonna curl up and out. Jeez. Okay.
Does that fall out enough?
Yep.
It hurts enough. No, it's good, it's good.
Brad, repeat what you were saying about this speeding up the metabolism, because he says he's starving right now.
Yeah, so because it is so taxing on the nervous system, our typical therapy sessions boost about 100 to 150 calories per hour for the next like 10 some odd hours, they predict. You know, just personally with me training on it, I'm not doing much cardio at all, and I'm staying lean. And most of my clients that I train on this consistently, their bodies transform from a leanness standpoint significantly. Everybody who trains on it or even does therapy, they're ravenously hungry later in the day. And he's already feeling the effects right away.
That food's gone?
Gone. It feels like I didn't eat since yesterday. And I'm just, like I said before to you, I don't know if I said on camera, I didn't take any stimulants pre-workout. You guys see what I just took? And my body is heated up, like as if I just 40 minutes of cardio. I feel like I have a hole in my stomach.
Look at that sweat.
You can see it on my hip ball and head. That's great.
Awesome.
Come on. Squeeze it out. Come on, Brad. Come on, squeeze. Come on. Good. Good. God, it feels like.
Last time I grabbed it.
Wow.
Dom, what have you done?
How you doing?
It feels like they're pumping them with Synthol, so it doesn't feel fake.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing. That's crazy. I like it.
Shoulders now.
I can't go home now.
So Dave, I joked when I said, it's like, Dom, you're going to be ending up moving to the West Coast, you're not going to go home.
I
And
know.
now look at him.
I'm going.
This is perfect. Dom's a dog guy.
Yeah.
I'm finally on the end of my approval to get my studio apartment finished. So you can move into my studio, and it's cheap rent, but you got to take care of my dogs, and I travel all the time.
We get it all worked out.
Listen, if that's the deal breaker here, then listen, I'll take it in a heartbeat, especially with dogs.
Joe's seen the place. It's nice. They cleared over my house.
Yeah,
finally.
man. Oh, it's so nice. Yeah.
The first time I ever did arms on this was right before Romania. The first time I actually trained. Before I was just using it truly as a rehab device.
Okay.
And I went fucking all out and did a normal fucking balls out workout. I went to this EC fucking concert.
Okay.
Festival Steph,
I went to that years ago.
and my arms were stuck like this.
Oh, because you did a full blown.
Yeah, full blown workout. I didn't know, and I was stuck like T-Rex for like a week straight. So what's funny is how the electrician thing came about is we took a photo. There was an electric chair there, and now I look back and it's funny that the first time I ever used this on an arm day for an actual workout, I sat in a fake electric chair at a thing, and now my nickname's the electrician.
This should help with scar tissue too, right?
Yeah, it breaks up scar. Because all scar tissue is collagen fibers that are misplaced. So as you're sending signal through there, you're kind of slowly repatterning the collagen to lay in more of an alignment.
Ah, interesting. So I feel like pulsating. And I'm like, I was about to ask him if it's normal, but then I looked at his, and his is like...
Little bugs in there.
Come on. Come on. Pump it up, Brad. Come on.
Just nice and warm up.
I haven't seen him like this in years.
It's too wide. You can't even get in the fucking thing. How dumb. Fucking monster.
Ready?
Yep.
I think that's good.
Yeah. Do the warm up, so.
That's nice. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go, Brad. Come on. Pump it out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yep. Come on. Come on.
Go.
Fuck. Go, God.
I love Dom. He's just a fucking, just a Typical East Coaster like me, fuck it, just do it.
You turn it on, and once it happened, nothing. Right. It's just like breaking that like little point where it's like, I'm going, oh fuck, and then okay, it's fine.
Really powerful.
Yeah, I
my
realize
front delts take over my chest.
Okay.
So the only thing that's not getting hit much is my back.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Good. Come on. Good. I would imagine too, like nutrient participant, this. After you know how you fill up after you train to eat. I can't imagine eating after this.
Right.
And just everything, it's just your body. My body feels like it's a sponge right now in a way. Hard to explain that feeling, but it just feels like it's a sponge.
Like I said, I haven't had carbs for 10 days. Had about 225 grams already today. I feel like I need nothing.
Just run away through it. Grab a little further down, right?
Yeah, it's pretty feel the line too.
Yeah, it's harder.
Dom, final impression on this thing.
Final impression. I mean, if I didn't repeat myself 20 different times, honestly, like I said, I'm totally blown away by this thing. I'm not trying to sell it. There's nothing to even sell.
You can't even use it. You're in New York. There's not.
Dude,
this is your first time here.
Listen, everybody's trying to convince you to move here. I think this is a whole other reason for you to move here. Seriously. No, but this thing is totally.
But this is the thing. As we've been doing the series also with Brad, so many people are doubting the efficacy. They're like, come on, just train. Yeah. You've been training for a few years. You know, you're a pro. You're,
so 10 years. Yeah.
So, what are your honest impression on it?
So, totally honest. When I first seen this come out, I seen Brad posting it. I was skeptical. I'm like, I was thinking in my head because I don't know anything. It wasn't a TENS machine.
Yeah.
I'm like, how can this possibly make anything better after all these years of just basic training?
Yeah.
And obviously, I trust Brad. He started educating everybody a little more on the internet, and then I started watching, and the results speak for themselves. I like to go by results. I don't go by studies under that shit.
Yeah.
We've seen Dexter's legs. We've seen the progress in Brad. Everybody that Brad has posted, and results don't lie. Especially with like Dexter's legs. He's older.
Yeah.
I mean, usually the legs get worse with age. His only got better the last year.
Yeah.
Brad's back. He has serious back problems, so he can't do a lot of movements. His arms, proof is in the pudding. So, just this one workout, new arms, and then we just did some light delts. I mean, as everybody knows, I just started training again in August. The last month to 2 months have been me getting back in the swing of things, and my arms haven't been this pumped and this big since I was 100% in 2016. I'm a little sad though because the pump's starting to leave my arms, so I'm gonna be a little depressing about a few more minutes, but they were so big before I couldn't even raise my arms.
I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better, Brett says. So yeah.
Okay, so
once you get a little bit of food in you, they're gonna start pumping back up.
That's all he had to say, so now I'm gonna go eat everything in sight.
We're gonna go to Firehouse. Thank you so much for training, Brad. Thank you so much for having us, man.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
And thank you, Dave. Really
yeah, it's great.
All
right, awesome.
When I was at Oscars, and upstairs is a supplement store at Natural Body. I'll shout them out. They have Mass Chaser, and I needed it because I have to use it after. I went upstairs and I bought one.
So you're gonna eat this and then go to Firehouse and eat again?
Oh, yeah, that's what I usually do. So I usually do 2 to 3 scoops when I wake up. Wait like 30-40 minutes, then eat breakfast. And then post-workout, I'll have 2 scoops, or maybe 3 scoops after legs. Right now, I do 2 scoops, and then I usually eat like 30 minutes later. That's the thing, though. Like with mass gainers, either you need to have a big shake and it's full of like fillers and a whole bunch of crap to make it for calories. And I've tried mass gainers before, and I either get nauseous, I either get diarrhea, I'm not hungry for hours, but just because it's crap. I drink this and I'm starving in 30 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
perfect.
It works really
By
well.
the time we get there, order and eat, that'll be about 30 minutes.
Yeah, that's why it's called mass chaser, because it's like you're having a chaser, like a shot after you had a drink.
Oh.
So you chase a meal down with this. It's a very low volume. It mixes in 4 ounces of water.
Wow.
So it's like that much volume, and you
shot.
get 500 calories in. So he'll have that and then be able to eat. And even post-workout, it's got 3 different speeds of carbohydrate. Most people, if they've trained hard, aren't really hungry. They can't eat a big voluminous meal afterwards. So if you hit that and then have a smaller meal, you'll be good to go later on. So it fills a gap.
Oh yeah. Well,
do before you head out. Shit.
And it doesn't take much water. That's what I like about it.
yeah.
Basically,
Well, the thing is, you might even like be burning fat by day, so it's like more muscle in the back. Your workout is going to be available out there. I would check myself
Super easy. So Costco has this filet mignon that's already pre-cooked, vacuum sealed. So I just bought a shit ton of that. And I bought a shit ton of pre-cooked chicken skewers. It's vacuum sealed. I'll take that. And I bought a bunch of frozen bags of
You can actually mix it with a spoon.
I'll bring that.
Yeah?
Yeah, and it mixes right away.
Bring some oils,
No clumps.
some guac, some nut butter. Call it a day.
I can't wait to see what you're gonna have to eat at the Firehouse now.
That's it. How I feel right now?
All right. Ah, look at this.
where are you going?
That was great.
Dom, would you go on that thing and put your head in the thing?
I'll do it if you want me to do it.
I'm just joking. All the tourists say that.
Now, Dave's taking us for a meal, right, Dave?
We're gonna go eat?
Where are we going,
The
Dave?
Firehouse, man. Where else? He's never been here before. You guys
I
to go to
never had before,
Firehouse.
so you guys leading the way.
Let's go, man.
Bodybuilding meal.
Yeah, so this way. I have to hold the camera, so I have to be. There you go.
Great to see you. Take care. Yeah, sure sometime soon. Joe, thank you for the goodies. Appreciate it. Catch up when I get back.
We'll get him next weekend.
So that's my bike right there, Dom. The second one.
Oh, right. Oh, that's right.
The black one.
That was really nice.
The bad bike.
I can picture myself coming up here on my bike.
Oh, hell
I
yeah.
can see it now.
Yeah, riding on PCH.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You almost got cream.
I know.
Life in Venice. Yeah, they're camping.
I'm seeing shit. I'm not looking at you. I just want to see what you're doing. People take risks to New York and why that was right.
So this is the new dig stop. Yeah. Fancy
We're
it?
good. And then that next building we're about to walk to, I'll show you at the next corner. Gary Stridham used to live there. And when you saw the movie Speed, right, with Keanu Reeves?
I don't think I've seen that.
You haven't seen the Speed?
No, Speed? I don't think so.
Holy crap, you have to watch it. Okay, so when you watch Speed, you'll see at the beginning of the movie there's a bus that explodes. And it's right there on that corner. Keanu Reeves was actually inside the Firehouse and the bus explodes, so he runs out and go check on the bus, and it's right at that corner. You'll recognize it because of the big clown.
Oh, I gotta see it now.
Yeah.
Speed.
Yeah, it's really good. That's old. That's like, I don't know, 20 years that movie?
Is it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I
But
don't know.
it's, yeah, but the first one was the only good one. But you see that big clown over there?
Yeah.
You recognize that. It's a landmark
it's
here.
in the movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is.
That's the Firehouse right there.
Okay.
So it's a real firehouse. It used to be a real firehouse before, and they transformed it into a restaurant.
Ah, so that's where the name came
Yeah,
from.
yeah. It's the real, it used to be a real firehouse back in the day. This is Main Street in Hampton, so it's very, yeah. The firehouse right here.
Jaywalking, right?
Jaywalking, yeah. It's okay when Jay's with us. You can jaywalk.
I actually got fined jaywalking. I didn't even know what it was.
Oh, really?
I haven't. You know what's funny is when I was taking the walk last night and this morning. In New York, people just walk whenever they want. Give me a green light, and I don't normally do that. But I'm like, why is anybody else doing this? So I'm doing it. People are looking at me like there was something wrong with me.
Yeah. Hey, I'm from New York. What are you looking at?
I have a legitimate excuse being from England because it's
Yeah,
not
there you
big,
go.
But
We have
they still
different
got
rules.
a ticket and a fine. I got an
there you
English
go.
accent my way out of that one.
When I used to get pulled over when I first got here, I would just start talking French to the cop, and he would just say, "I can't understand anything you say. Just go, just go."
Whenever I'm traveling, I always put a suitcase on the back of the seat. So I'm like, hey, I have no clue. I'm just traveling.
You're supposed to know the rules anyway. There you go, the Firehouse. Boom.
You're right.
Big Bob stars.
All stars.
Hey, guy. Did you bring your scale? That's what I want to know. You're competing with me. Did you bring your scale, guy?
I'm not eating here, but my scale is in my room, and I think I found a scale better than yours.
That's
it's
impossible.
Small. I'm telling you.
Really?
Yes.
I want you to show it to Jay. See what he has to say. You have a picture of it?
I actually ordered it on here.
I'm so happy, man. I'm so proud of you. That means you're full time now.
Great. It's unbelievable. I actually sent it to Juan because Juan wanted it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Here. This is the one I bought. Look at that thing.
Ooh,
look how compact that is. Look how look.
I know, and it opens up.
Yep, look.
Oh.
Joseph and Joseph.
That's awesome, man. Good for you.
See,
there you go.
It fits in your pocket, you ain't gonna worry about it.
That's small?
Yeah,
it's
this big.
Oh, I love you, man.
I bought it when we were in Cali. Cutler goes, should buy one for David. I go, I'm not messing with David's scale. I go, that's it. That's his own shit. I
hope he makes fun of you as much as he does me, man. This is the superstar table. Look at this. That's awesome. Tom, you've seen this place in videos before?
Of course.
Yeah. First time here. Yes. What did you order? Do you know?
No, I didn't order. I have honestly no idea what to order.
You have no idea.
I was asking
okay.
Joe, and I'm like, he said maybe a bowl, but everything was
The
good.
Bob Bowl is awesome. It's
Is
the
it
made
really?
famous by Bob Ciparello, which is sitting right over there.
Right over there.
What are the chances, dude? Like,
I know.
Today, like everybody's in town.
We
It's
need to put him in the video. It's awesome. Do you know Bob personally?
I met him, but I don't know like
Really?
on a personal level. Yeah, I've seen him at the shows.
Come over here. We'll just say hi real quick. Cameo.
Yeah, no, I never personally.
Bob, there's one of your fellow New Yorker right here. Dominick Cardone. You know him, right? We're trying to make him move over here. We're trying to. I know.
Get back into it.
We're trying to convince him to move here like you did a few years ago.
I had 300 inches to a bulger. The problem was I was causing stenosis, so my nerves were just totally cut off. So the problem was in 2016, I stopped training for a while.
Happy salmon is always good, man.
The first time Dom's ever having the Bob Bowl, very first time.
So you just met Bob Ciparello himself.
I know.
So we walk in, you see Bob, you sit down, and I ask, what's good to eat? And they say the Bob Bowl. So I guess everybody eats the Bob Bowl when Bob's good.
Especially when he's in the house. All right.
What are you eating, Dave?
Bob Bowl, of course. There you go.
Have you weighed the 12
I did
ounces?
not because you told me I would have to eat today, so I brought the scale, but I'm not even going to bother. How's that?
It's past the point now.
You said you better bring your appetite, so I brought my appetite.
Okay, I'll let you off.
You were the first bodybuilder that was on my wall. You know the cover with the dog on the leash and the combat trousers that's on there? Yeah, that was it, man.
That was a famous one. So
You still have fans, man. You see that?
Yeah.
Retired after all these years.
You look a little young to remember.
But that was in the UK, man. So it's like you made it up, man. So that's great. So it's finally,
We came on a good day, man.
Chris Lund made sure that,
Yeah.
that the UK had some representation.
That's right.
yeah. That was the one. It was on my university wall, the front cover. You know.
That's
combat
awesome.
pants, yeah.
How was your first meet at Firehouse?
Like I said, I was excited about the food, but when you walk in the door and not only do you see Shawn Rhoden, Guy Cisternino sitting on your right, you look to the left, and there was Bob Ciparello sitting with Tom Prince. And as I said before, Tom Prince is one of my all-time favorite bodybuilders. And I never thought I would meet him, but to walk into Firehouse for the first time, expecting good food, but then to talk with Tom Prince for a while, I think that topped today. I feel like I'm 16 again.
I'm loving this, but this is like Christmas for him today.
No, I really
awesome.
do. I mean, I haven't felt like this, and like we were talking, we have moments where you meet certain people that you looked up to, and like I haven't felt like this since I was 16, 17. It's weird, but today was just awesome.
Well, you have a good boss, huh?
Listen, without him, this
Oh man, you're lucky to know. You're lucky to know him. We're gonna go back at Golds because there's one more pros we're gonna see real quick.
We're gonna go and meet Eric Ramirez. So he used to be with AD, but we stayed really good friends. Super cool dude. So we're gonna go and meet him, and I'm on a high after meeting Chris Cook. So it's just
all
been
right.
It's a winner.
There you go. We get the green light also. There you go. The MECCA at night. There you go.
We're back to train again.
Yeah. Round 2. There you go.
Yeah, we ate like 10 minutes ago, so you're good.
I'm good. I'm good for now.
I ate 3 hours.
You'll be eating by the time you get home.
Who's this guy?
Oh, I haven't seen him in years.
Mr. Rary. Hey, man. Hey, Denver. See you doing? Dominick. Yeah, man.
Yo.
Oh, shit.
What's going on?
What's up, brother? What's good, guys? You guys working out?
No, we did earlier. I did arms with Brad.
Yeah, I texted you earlier. I sent you a message earlier.
I didn't know you were coming to LA now. I thought in a couple of weeks you were going to come down.
No, I was here for the.
Say hi to Dave and Jacob.
How's it going, man?
Down, brother.
Nice to meet you, Eric.
How you doing? Nice meeting
Yeah,
you.
he looks
bro.
good. Huh? Look
How are
at
you?
that. Jeez.
What's going on? I haven't seen you in so long.
I know. I was just talking to one of your clients.
Who?
He think his girl or wife is competing at the bikini show. The white boy. He looks kind of like Ian.
Which show? Here?
Bikini show. I
Not
think he's
here.
your client.
Not here.
Oh, he's here, yeah, with his girl.
Oh, my
Who's your
client's.
client?
Oh, he's competing?
No, his girl is competing.
Oh, who is? Do you remember
Bikini.
who?
I think for Phoenix.
I'm not sure.
He looks like Ian. Really. Like
This could last a while.
I know. We just wanted to show Eric on camera.
Yeah, right.
He looks good, man. Awesome.
What are you doing next, dude? You got a show lined up?
Nope.
No plans.
Just
He
season.
just walks
He just looks
around
good
like
for the
all
fun of
time.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Mr. Metabolism is like
Jesus.
You probably still straight glutes.
how many thousand
No,
grams?
they never strayed it to the last day of the show.
How many thousand grams of carbs are you on there?
Not that much. Like 450 maybe.
What's going on?
Because I got my protein higher this time. I'm trying something different. I'm like a 420 protein.
Like,
so I never
wow.
Eric in his off season is normally 1,000 grams of carbs.
Wow.
And like
For now,
stays
but I'm like-
shredded all
Wow.
year.
He's been kind of reaching out and stuff like this.
Awesome.
Seems like he's been.
All right, day 2, man. And we're on the boardwalk.
First time.
So Nick, Dom had actually seen, you told me you saw a video a few years ago with Kai.
I was when I was 15. I was just
Oh, were you
getting-
15?
I was 15.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
dude. That was when I think Kai won the Arnold. That was before Kai won the Arnold. And I remember,
dude.
you know, he always I always really liked Kai because he was from Brooklyn.
Yep.
You know, he didn't come from much. And I remember he stole the boardwalk for the first time with Shawn Rhoden. And everybody's like touching him and everybody taking pictures with him. And I was like, you know what? I was only 15. I'm like, damn, one day that'd be really nice to go there as a pro. I'd never visited here before, never even came here. So to be here like as a pro now, and to be walking, going to Firehouse and everything we did, now walking this, I think back to that, I'm like, shit, man, that was 11 years ago. And, it's something I always wanted to do, but sometimes you think, will it ever really happen? And now here we are.
Yeah.
And
it's immortalized on film, so this is actually kind of cool because you'll be able to rewatch this later.
Dude, rewatch this. I'm gonna put this on numerous DVDs, so just in case something happens to the internet, or this is something I'm showing to my kids and grandkids later on. Now this whole weekend has just been, oh man.
Look at this. So we're here on a Saturdays. Of course, it's busy on the boardwalk. We're gonna go check out Muscle Beach. We're gonna see what they're redoing Muscle Beach right now. There you go. There's all kinds of your artists. Are they gonna want to get paid if we film them? Yeah, if you film them, they want money.
And that was one thing in the video. I remember some guy went over to Kai. He was like, "Hit me with the belt. Just give me money. Hit me with the belt." Everybody's going for money.
I know.
Things like that stick in my head.
Yeah, they don't do anything for free in here. This store is actually cool, the Titanic store. I don't know, Chris Manez, the show going on this weekend called The Legion.
Okay.
With the Ferrio and stuff. He actually had his overall trophy made by this shop every year for the Tahoe show. It's kind of cool. Yeah.
They're made out of engines.
Yeah. It's awesome.
That's definitely stuff you don't see back in New York.
I know. Yeah. Look at that. It's nice today.
And it's nice and hot too.
Oh yeah. What do you think it is? 76? 75? They're probably around there. That's nice. Yeah, so these are the basketball courts from the White Man Can't Jump movie with Wesley Snipes and Woody Harrelson from back in the day. If you guys have seen that movie.
It's almost like you're watching the movie.
Yeah. And Muscle Beach is right next. We'll be right there. Yeah, there you go. Bodybuilding, you're on Muscle Beach. Yeah, so that's Muscle Beach. And they're redoing it right now. I think they're renovating. There's a lot more equipment than that. They're renovating it.
They're renovating inside?
Outside and inside because the equipment, because of the ocean being so close, rust after a while.
Okay.
So once every few years they have to redo it. So yeah, so there's a lot more people training usually, and I don't even know how those people are in there. They charge like $10 a day if you want to come and train here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was wondering how that works.
Yeah. Unless you live here and then you have a yearly membership or whatever. But yeah, so those doors are closed, but usually you can train in there. There's more weights and that's where.
It's open over there.
Oh yeah, we can go. And you see those stairs over there. That's where people, like 3 times a year they have bodybuilding shows on the beach.
That's right. It's
for
outside.
Memorial
The
Day.
one that's outside.
Yeah, for Memorial Day, 4th of July, and Labor Day. Yeah, 3 shows a year. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's the history that was here.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah, Arnold, Franco. Actually, when Jay first won in 06, we organized a shoot here, and the guy who was in charge of it, because it's city property.
Okay.
So you can't actually just film. You know, they don't let you. You need a permit. But we knew the guy who was actually tending the thing, so he actually made it happen. So we actually brought Jay and all this crew to film here. And he said that not since Arnold, Mr. Olympia actually had trained in here. You know,
after all those years.
Yeah. So, yeah, like once a year they give the Life Achievement Awards and all that stuff to all the greats, you know. And Joe, when Joe was still alive, he would come. You know, Joe Weider would come over here and doing those shows. That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's great. When you're in shape and you come over here and people just like start to, gathering, they watch you, they want to take pictures, and
Next time
they'll be done by then. Yeah. Wow. You know this big guy Morgan, this big French guy Morgan? I brought him here when he came, and you should have seen all the people freaking out, seeing him work out.
Freak. Yeah.
That video that's on the internet, that's mine. Yeah, shot that.
I didn't know that was yours.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I filmed that.
You definitely have to come back when I'm getting ready for
You want to go around? You want to go check it out?
Let's
go around. So we're talking off camera. It's nice to have Dom right now. He's just in his off season, but when he picks his show and comes back to Cali, we'll see him pre-contest, and I'll be.
That's if I don't move here before then.
Yeah, that's right. Regardless, when the next time you'll be on camera before the show, it'll be. Yeah, so you see all those class 2016. It's great. Left shoot. So that's where people sit. This is all closed up, and they have like people sitting on the stands, and that's where they do. That's the stage. That's the stage. Okay. Yeah, they come out from this door right here. There's like a little curtain, and they come out and they do their routine. And I mean, it's kind of cool. It's not NPC or anything like that, but
I think there actually is an NPC show here now.
No, it's a different. But people they don't really sweat it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's promoted by Joe Wheatley actually.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of empty right now, but there's always a few people with no shirt on, training here and all year. Yeah, it's cool, man.
It's just so weird to be here.
Why?
I don't know. It's just because like I said, 11 years ago I just wanted to come here, and all the guys that have been here before.
Yeah.
Usually back then you think, oh, you're gonna visit it. You don't come as like a pro. Like Joe flew me in. As my sponsor, and it's just I don't really have much words for it. It's just a little, it's an emotional way.
I know. I remember coming here the first time. It's you dream about this stuff, And
here I am coming back, and this is just like the big igniter to the whole thing. It's like everything I'm just being thrown into the fire pit. All good,
You're gonna go home with tons of motivation, man. You'll be like,
dude, I can't go home. I don't even want to go home anymore. I'm coming right back. I think I don't even want to go home now. This is just like, oh.
It's one thing when you don't know what you're missing, but once you know what you're missing, then it's like it's worse, right?
It's big time.
Yeah.
And now it's like you always hear, you see, but then until you actually experience it like I am now.
You have to.
Like,
you have to go see for yourself.
Hell yeah.
Because it could be a let down. Sometimes you imagine a certain place to be a certain way, and you're like, you know what? That's not. I don't want to picture it.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Like, there's a lot of people where I am, like New York, and we get stuck in our ways and so used to that. The people, the weather, the same thing, and I would say the past 2 years even I've been traveling a lot and getting out a bit more.
Yeah.
And seeing that there's life outside of there, because I have been putting my life back together. And the past few trips in Miami Nationals last year, this trip, and just traveling to shows, and then now like this is just like there is a lot more outside of New York, and especially for what I do and what I'm gonna do. So it's a big eye opener,
But when you were younger, like when you first started competing and everything, was that actually, were you fine where you were staying? You didn't know any better, so were you fine being in New York? Which is
what, that was all I knew. I didn't, you're a kid and everybody goes to California, everybody maybe goes to Florida as a bodybuilder, but I was like, I'll be in New York. I looked at myself like a Kai in a way.
Yeah.
Like I'll be in New York.
Victor, he would never leave New York.
He isn't gonna leave.
Yeah.
Look at Kai, I'm like, I'll never leave, always be Brooklyn. And nah, man, there's so much more out there.
Yeah. It's funny because some people are like that. Evan Sanapani, I've met Evan many times, and I actually went to go shoot him in Connecticut. And he came to LA, compete a few times. He has no interest whatsoever. So it's not for everybody. But
no, it's not. But me, like I said, I've seen life in a very different way the past few years.
Yeah.
And the one thing I learned is like tomorrow's never promised for anybody. So just got to get out there and experience things. So why not just jump in? So like I said, this was like, why wait anymore? Why stay there and I could just come here?
It's good that you're still young, Dom, because a lot of time people will wait. And I mean, I was just talking to a guy we did an interview with named Rowe. He's a little classic guy who was doing the Legion. And he actually left Wyoming at 40 with a wife and a family and a kid. And I said, most people who wait that long, they never leave because now you have a family, you have dependents, you have your house, you have a mortgage. You accumulate so much stuff as you get older. When you're young, it's the time to do it.
Because that's the thing too, is like I no longer think about now. I like within the moment, but I always have to think about the future too. Like I want to have a family one day too. So like all the choices I make now are going to set up for that. I like to think forward. Because I said tomorrow, I promise, God forbid something happens to me, I have a family. Yeah. So wherever I go, whether it be Florida or here, I try to think ahead now too. Because like I said before, tomorrow, I promise. So.
And you've been through a lot. We'll see. We're talking off camera. You've been through a lot the past few years. With your mom passing and. Ups and downs in your prep and just your back surgery.
Yeah.
So you're 26, but you're a lot older also because of all the challenges that were thrown at you.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know what? Like my parents always raised us. We always worked. We're always, you want something, you pay for. You pay for it. They taught us right. And then, she was diagnosed. Things started going that way 2014. October 6th, she was diagnosed 2014 with leukemia. That was the year I turned pro too at Nationals. And 2015, our house burned down. That's when I still lived at home. And so that's when I moved out on my own. And she was still sick for a while. And then 2016 was my pro debut. That was my best prep yet. I was 249, 6 weeks out. She was doing better. She was just coming out of it. She was just in remission. And I would have stepped on stage on 235, 240 on my body. And I remember 6 weeks out, one morning, I got a text. She was put into a coma. And I went there, and that was it for 3.5 weeks. She was in a coma. She was supposed to pass away each night. And she passed away 3 weeks before the New York Pro. I stepped on stage. I turned pro at 223, 224. Day after the show, it was 206 at New York Pro.
Wow.
So I was far from my best. And then, people wonder why. They say, where'd you go? Where'd you disappear? That witnessing what we witnessed in that hospital and whatnot, it took a lot out of me. And I just needed to find myself for a while. I love to say, bodybuilding kept me focused, this and that, but I just was lost for a while. My brothers went to the Army. I was still figuring out what I was doing. My coaching was always a side thing at the time. I couldn't focus on, I had no idea what to do with myself. But, Joe, actually, he went through something very similar with his mom, and pretty much the same exact circumstances. And after she passed, I was pretty much worthless. I wasn't really, I'll be honest, I wasn't doing much for the brand. I wasn't doing much for myself as a bodybuilder, but he stuck by my side the whole time, helped me financially, mentally, gave me advice. And this 2017 gave me a little hard love. And that's what started to kick my gears into place a little bit.
What's the hard love? Talk about it.
My contract got changed around a little bit, and he, said, listen, he helped me up to that point. He goes, now you got to put in some work, and you got to start getting yourself together. And that I will never forget. Even my dad knows that moment. I'll never forget. That was when things started. Okay, things started changing for me a bit more. My mindset. I was still off the rails a bit here and there, but I was still finding my way. Finances weren't good, and I just didn't know. And then, end of 2017, Joe again. I was still like, I didn't know what the hell to do with myself. He was, dude, you've been a good coach. You've been doing this side. Why don't you try to make it a full-time business? And I was like, at the time, I was like, yeah, okay, I guess. I just started posting more, tried to treat it more like a business, started educating people more from what I know and what I learned, and quickly it grew to a level where I never imagined it as. So that's what I do full time now.
How many clients do you have? You told me.
Okay, so currently I have 77. At the peak, it was at 126.
Jeez.
And that was a lot. I'm actually much happier now where it's at now. Plus two, me getting back into bodybuilding. The past few months, I've been getting back to my old self, like I was telling you. You know, it took me years to find, I guess, the mental clarity and happiness that I was missing for a while. And, but yeah, I'm happy, you know, it's just, I'm coming back to my old self now. I'm just really grateful, man. So, you know, back into bodybuilding, I'm going to be competing maybe end of next summer, fall, definitely next year. But as I was telling you, people here ask me if I'm doing New York Pro. When I come out, I have to be not just, okay, Dom's back. It has to be, what the fuck did he do?
That's why.
Exactly.
That's why we haven't seen him in a while, yeah.
You know, so I'm coming out and I want to be at my absolute best ever to make a statement and follow my dream of getting to Olympia stage and, you know, inspiring others along the way. So, you know, everything that happened over the past few years, and there was times I would say, why me? But there's people went through a lot worse, and I'm thankful every day for those experiences because it brought me, my brothers, my sister, my dad closer. It showed me who my true friends are, who are actually family, like Joe.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, I'm just really happy to be in the position I'm in and where things are going.
That's awesome, man. Talk about the podcast for a minute because I've been following you guys. I mean, Joe, you guys started a new podcast about, I want to say 2 months ago. Like, I think it's episode 9 about to go up. And it's really cool because Joe's on it, you're on it, Justin Compton, and I like it because it's the kind of podcast where it's just 3 friends, you know, bullshitting and talking about what's going on, you know, current event and bodybuilding contest, but you'll talk about you know, supplements, you'll talk about diet, you'll talk about training, you'll talk about everything. Nothing is off limit. So talk about that because, and if you guys haven't watched it, it's called All Business Bodybuilding. And are you on iTunes now? I think you said you're on iTunes also.
iTunes and Spotify.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I watch it on some other app also, but as long as you watch it, give it a listen because it's a weekly thing. I think you guys are shooting every Monday or every Tuesday. I think by Wednesday it's up.
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
And talk about that because it's really, you seem that you've been doing that forever.
Yeah, so I've been on a few podcasts here and there since last year.
I met you when you were with Nick, and that's when I actually got to know you. And I told you I was a big fan from, you know, your putting your 2 cents on that, and that's when I got to know.
So I'm someone who likes to normally keep to myself. I always disclaim, I don't like to come off as a know-it-all, but I have learned a lot from the past 10, 11 years being a bodybuilder, being coached by the best, being around some of the best the sport has to offer, and there's a lot of people who just don't know. So when me and Joe brought this together with Joe, Justin Compton, myself, which, you know, Justin I always looked up to, and you know,
I'm a big fan too.
I'm a dude. You know what? Yeah, I consider him a friend, and we talk, but I still look at him like, oh man, that's Justin Compton. You know,
he's a beast, man.
Dude, yeah, man, he's so knowledgeable. Joe's one of the most knowledgeable people in the industry, hands down. His knowledge goes beyond just bodybuilding too, nutrition. So, you know, we put this together, and we usually come up with like a list of topics before, and we never hit any of them because somebody goes off on a rant, and then we all talk about it for about 40 minutes to an hour, and then, you know, it's done. But I highly recommend anybody who is, you know, even we get more experienced competitors listen to anybody from the beginner level to that level to tune in because we talk about everything, nutrition, training.
It's very honest.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's very honest.
Even,
that's what I like
even
about
with
it.
the other supplement side of things.
Yeah.
You know, you can hear Justin talk about, you know, like Joe made a good comment earlier where we fucked up. You know, we're not going to sit there and talk about like everything we did that's great and we do this, we do that. We talk about our fuck ups too. Yeah. You know, and that's what people want to learn from our mistakes, and that's what's important. So it's pretty cool. We shoot it we record it every Monday. It's usually up by Wednesday. Yeah. Episode 9 will be going up soon. But yeah, it's been getting a lot of great response.
Yeah, and of course you can catch the previous episode. So give it a listen, you guys. If you haven't, I'll put the link down in the description of the podcast. But I like it, and at the very least, it's entertaining for sure. But you'll learn some stuff if you.
Yeah, it's not just us talking about information and educate. Like, you know, we joke around. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of
very light,
funny story. Yeah, it's just us just bullshitting. Yeah. You know.
Yeah. It's cool. Insta time.
Muscle Beats with Joe.
Filming me, filming you.
Right.
So when you move here, Dom, this is what you got to do. It's a prerequisite in living in California.
Okay.
During the dead of winter in January, when it's cold back home, you go to this over there by the water, and you take your cell phone, you call the buddies, and you say, "Hey, can you hear this?" Actually, now we have we have what do you call that? Yeah, we have video phones, so you can actually show them. Yeah, FaceTime.
Dude,
you FaceTime from the beach. Hey, how's it going back home?
I've been doing that this whole time already. I don't even live here yet.
Yeah, but it's not winter yet. You got to do it in January when it's like when they're hating life already.
Well, probably be. You never know. Maybe I'll be here by then because I keep saying over and over, I don't want to go back to that. I'm on the beach now. Tomorrow I'll be in a jacket.
How cold is it back home? You told me.
It's 33 today. 33, 34. Yeah.
That's cold.
Yeah, it should be snowing soon.
Really?
Yeah,
when does it come?
Well,
November, yeah.
Oh, yeah, November's about the time we start getting the snow.
Yeah.
You know, not fun.
And sometimes it comes all at once. Sometimes there's nothing, and then you get like 6 foot.
And then it just all comes at once, and then
like,
everything's buried in.
And people are like, oh shit, yeah. So anyway.
People don't know how to drive, and it's
just you don't have your winter tire on.
Yeah, it's just one big mess.
Yeah.
You know?
People from back east or from cold country can relate. Yeah. So.
You don't got to worry about that here, though.
Nope.
And there's no shoveling here either.
There's no
That's
shoveling.
What I like.
Your key actually can turn in the car. You don't have to ice igloo the car with a little window.
No soul. I can ride my bike too.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Tom's a rider. All right, cool. You want to go check out the skate park?
Yeah.
Let's do it. You know, it's funny. I used to come when I moved here or when I came on vacation, I would go to the beach as often as I could just because that you don't have it back home.
Okay.
But you'll find yourself, once you live here and you have it all the time, you're not going to come as much anymore just because you assume it's there.
I thought
whenever I want to
yeah.
go, you kind of get like spoiled and you expect it. But when I come back, like I have you here today and Joe and all that stuff, and I come back, I'm like, man, I'm so lucky to live here. Like it brings all that stuff back from the beginning. You're like, oh my God, we're so lucky to live here.
Makes you remember why you came here too.
Yeah, you look at this. And I hear you talk and I remember.
I do every morning, man. Like I've been in Huntington for 5 months now. Every morning I walk out and it's like your mindset changes as soon as you get that free.
Well, you just got here though. 5 months is nothing.
Yeah,
Let's talk about in a few years, and I'm sure that's what happened to most of us. I hope not.
I never forget.
I hope not. I hope not. But you'll see that sometimes people like him or newcomers will come into town and you show them around and you like brought back to when you first came here.
The story you told us off camera, you know?
Yeah.
I like those people tend to get carried away with whatever it is, you know, so they get accustomed to the surroundings.
I know.
Whereas, like,
I hate it.
Most of our guys, like, even Brad doesn't, you know, like Brad's been here so long, he still appreciates it, you know.
Yeah. People from back east for sure, because if you take the time to transplant yourself from across the country, because you can't take the weather or whatever, it's not like people who have been born here, they have it made and they don't even know it.
It's like I said, it's true. There's everything about it, you know. How can you not come here after that and appreciate it?
If you're a bodybuilding fan, this is the dream.
Oh yeah.
Like there's one place, it's a dream location. It's one place on earth. If you give any bodybuilding fan of any age, like where would you like to go and be for a week? It's like the Mecca.
So much history.
You know, this is the place. You know.
They'll save a whole entire year to come here for 1 week. So if you're fortunate enough to live here, it's like,
help, dude. Like I was saying before, it's a dream. You know, I was a teenager 10, 11 years ago just to come here and visit, but to come here and you know, you walk into Gold's Gym Venice, you see Chris Cormier, you see guys like Shawn Rhoden, all the pros, and you walk into Firehouse, Tom Prince and Chris Cook and all those guys, and just walk around and just be in this place that all these guys have been in ever since Arnold was here. It's like
you can feel that energy, that aura.
Like how could you not want to be here? You know, how could you not want to appreciate it? Like Joe just said, this is the place.
Yeah, you can't have a bad workout at Gold's. Even if you don't feel like going that day, you walk into that gym, you can feel the energy.
Even not just the surrounding areas in general, just knowing that everybody was here before you, know, and that guys come here just to bodybuild.
Yeah.
Like you're here, okay, you come here, just that's all you're gonna want to do, you know.
I
don't want to go home.
Many of them slept in their car, Joe. Many champions have slept in their car.
It's like if you can afford the flight, if you're from overseas, just come out, just make it happen, make it work, because you might a couple of $100 in the bank or whatever doesn't buy you the experiences, because once you've been here, it'll change your outlook on a lot of things. So experience things. And when I started like AD, I always say to you, Dave, the biggest thing is not about products and profit. It's like build something where you can have experiences. And having Dom come out his first time and experience it, and it's like it's what it's all about, man. It's like life's about experiencing things with people you enjoy spending time with. And it's like we want to give information and knowledge but we want to show the lifestyle. Anything's possible.
You want people to dream. You want people to dream. Yeah.
Don't just dream. Just take a chance.
Yeah.
You know? Just do it.
And follow the dreams. Yeah. Exactly.
This is cool.
I know, right? Don't you wish you were still skateboarding?
Yeah, I was almost tempted to ask that kid to go on about how he fall.
So, there you go, Dom. This is where they filmed Pumping Iron, and this is the original Gold's Gym in Venice.
Yeah, I was wondering where. This is definitely. So you said you had a surprise. That's definitely.
That's a surprise, yeah.
That was like everybody
so you know what?
else.
Let's go over here because I want to take a picture real quick before there's cars. I'm gonna have to edit this. So that's the original Gold's Gym. So they had it here at first, and then they moved it for a little bit in Santa Monica.
Okay.
And then they brought it to where it's at now. Yeah, so I don't know why they moved to Santa Monica, but
I didn't know that. I thought it was just from here to where it is now.
Yeah. So if you actually go knock on the door, there's actually people living there, and I heard they're really nice. Someone actually wanted to go see if there was someone there.
Okay.
They opened the door and let them visit. And this is where all of this is trained, and they were like really nice.
I wonder what it looks like inside.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to think like here we are, 2019, and how long ago was Pumping Iron, and this is where it was.
What was it? 75, right, Joe? Pumping Iron. Yeah. I think 75. That was for 75 Olympia.
To some people, this would just be a Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
But to all of us, we look at this and like, this is like where it all started. Do you know how many dreams, like people seen Pumping Iron, and then it all came out of this place.
That was it.
I said to some people, it's just an old Gold's Gym, but to us, this was like the gateway to everybody.
And I think that's why they never repainted over it. They just left it as is.
Just me, like you see this in the theme tune for Pumping Iron starts going off in your mind. I've got the music going.
That's awesome. There you go. That's what I want to go show you guys.
I can't help but to think of Lou Ferrigno.
Of course.
He was from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's right.
I always loved Arnold, but it was Lou Ferrigno because he trained on Avenue U, which is in my neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was right on Avenue U. And actually, my dad knew his father because their shops are together. So I actually think my dad was telling me about Ferrigno all the time. They see me Pumping Iron when he came here. So it's just funny to resonate back to then what I thought, and I'm thinking about it now.
All right. Well, there you go. I just wanted to show you this.
Cool.